Good morning, ninth dear students. In the previous class, we began the lesson Whatever We Do, which is by Clifford Mortis. So, in that class, we knew the things that according to the writer, his views are in various aspects. So whatever we do, whether they are speaking words or doing actions or works, so we should do them in a right manner or in a very excellent approaching way. So that is the intention of the writer or the intention of the lesson. So when we reading this lesson, we should change ourselves. That means we should change our doing actions or saying words in a better way or in a better manner. So in that period or in that class, we discussed up to 1 to 4 paragraphs. Now I would like to continue this lesson from the paragraph number 5th. Shall we continue this lesson now? Okay. Whatever we do, part 2, which is by Clifford Mortis. Okay. Shall we continue from the 5th paragraph? Okay. One of the ways in which we can do better is by adding words to our actions and also adding actions to our words. According to the writer here, they become very equally or they become very relevantly or they become very transparently. According to the author, there is no difference between them. That means there is no difference between our saying words and doing actions. Both are same. That means we give our intention or we give our importance to balance them in our life. Okay. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವಚನಕಾರರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಡೆನುಡಿ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತವಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಲವಲೆ ಸೂತಕವಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಡೆ ಮತ್ತು ನುಡಿ ಎರಡೂ ಒಂದೇ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಅವು ಬದಲಾಗಬಾರ್ದು. ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದೊಂದು ಮಾಡೋದೊಂದು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಇರೋಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದ ರೈಟರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಪ್ರಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ಸ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ one of the ways in which we can do better is by adding words to our actions and also adding actions to our words. Let me tell you about an incident. Here once again the writer just wants to describe his one of the experience among the readers. That experience was like this. He was waiting for the lift. Lift means it is a material thing which brings us from one floor to another floor or various floors. So he was waiting for the lift. Who was waiting for the lift? The writer of this lesson who was waiting for the lift. The lift came down. When it came down, and he found that two fellows. Here the writer quotes them, whether he used the persons or gentlemen rather than fellows. So when that lift came down, there were two men in that lift. So started moving packets which were fully occupying the lift. That two men, they carried their pockets through that lift. So when that lift reached to their destination, just they wanted to removing packets which were fully occupying the lift. So during that situation, the writer noticed that they did the job fairly because they did not want to what we call that they did not want to disturb anyone or next lift persons. So they just wanted to removing pockets which were fully occupying the lift. They did their job fairly fast because giving him an impression that they did not want to delay him. So for that reason they hurriedly picked their pockets from that lift. So in a little while they finished the job and he got into the lift and went to his training center or training floor. When he went to his training center, in the class he mentioned this incident and asked the trainees to explain how this particular situation would have been rendered before. That means just he put the question to the trainees that how they have to be handle that situation while they were in that situation. Just the writer put the question to them. A couple of trainees did mention that the two gentlemen who were removing pockets could have said just something like, 1 minute sir, we will finish in no time. So when he put his question towards the trainees, one of them suggested him or told that the two gentlemen who were trying to removing the packets of the lift, they have said just something like 1 minute sir, or we will finish in on time. So whether they said these or whether they say these words before they removing their pockets in the lift, one of the trainee suggested or expressed his opinion regarding to that situation. Nice answer, don't you agree? The writer put another question to the readers. It is a nice answer, don't you agree? It would have made such a difference. But another trainee said, you could have thought of lending a helping hand to them. Another one of the trainee suggested or shared his opinion like this. He could have thought of lending a helping hand to them. That means the writer should share his hands to removing their pockets from the lift. So another trainee expressed his opinion regarding to that experience or incidents. You go to a shop, another one incident here, the writer just wants to say something about the doing work or saying words. You go to a shop and ask for something. Whether you go to a shop and ask for something, what you wanted. Most often the shopkeeper or the salesperson reaches out to the item you want and hands it over to you, no word after that. So when you offer him for your wanted item, just the shopkeeper or the salesperson reaches out of the item you want and hands it over to you. No word, nothing. They did not say anything or they did not spoke anything. Just they gave the item which you wanted most or which you preferred. Suppose he were to say just 2 words, yes sir, what you wanted sir, I will give you the item which you prefer sir. No, they did not reply nothing in that manage, in that issue. In posh restaurants or posh means here very famous restaurants, the waiters or the stewards do good morning or say such a thing and then ask for your order. When you enter to the hotel or restaurant means here hotel, which offers the North Indian and South Indian food. So when you entered into the restaurants, in famous restaurants, the stewards or the waiters, they say good morning. Whether you entry to their restaurant, in the beginning of that hotel or in the entry gate of that hotel, the stewardess or the waiters say that good morning to you or other some such thing and then ask for your order, what you wanted. Just before that they say their good morning to you or the customers. But you have noticed how the waiters behave in most of our restaurants, in spite of the fact that the food and ambience means here the character and atmosphere of a place. Ambience means here the character and atmosphere of a place. So that is called as ambience. So whether you in spite of the fact that the food and ambience are quite good, they usually come and stand near you expecting you to place the order. They do not say anything, just they expect the order which you want. Suppose they say just 2 words, yes sir, good morning sir, what do you want to eat sir in our restaurant? They do not say anything, but they came beside you and just expecting you to place the order. So another incident, the writer just wants to say about the doctors, how they treating to the patients, how their attitude is more important than the treatment given by them. So here the writer just wants to say about how the doctors are behaving in front of the patients. Doctors treating patients can make their jobs much better if they choose to talk nicely to their patients. Whether the patients go to the clinic for the treatment, the doctors do not care about their doing action. Just they want to give their treatment without any heart feeling. So the writer here quote about that doctors treating patients can make their jobs much better because of this thing. In USA and America or England and other countries of the western countries, in that countries the doctors of our India, they are most famous in those countries because the nature of our country's doctors, they touching the patient nicely about their eyes, about their throat or about their tongue and so and to check their nadi, and then they give their treatment. But here the doctors treating patients can make their jobs much better if they choose to talk nicely to their patient. A word here or a word there. Most doctors are even serious or very stern. That means they are just to show they just wants to show their personality as they are very serious or strict by doing their work. Here stern means strict. Strictness. Okay, probably they imply that they are doing serious work. So, by exposing themselves as very serious or very stern, so they are doing. Probably they imply that they are doing serious work, but talking nicely and reassuringly, reassuringly means here by way of restoring confidence. Restoring confidence. So that is reassuringly. But talking nicely and reassuringly is also a part of the treatment, isn't it? The writer just here put another question to the readers, whether the patients are went to the hospital. Went to the hospital for their treatment. The doctors of that hospital or in any hospital, they talk nicely with the patient and reassuringly is also a part of their treatment. It is said that a couple of friendly words from the doctor or even a smile can go a long way in making the patient feel better. While they are making their nice behavior towards the patient, it can go a long way in making the patient feel better. So, in this para, just the writer wants about the doctor's attitude. The doctors just they change their attitude and talking nicely and reassuringly is also a part of the treatment, and they can also just wants to or just behaves in that manner. So it is the intention of the writer. When the doctors doing in that manner, the patients will feel in a better way. That means the curedness of their disease will be cured very early when the doctors behaving in a right manner or in a proper manner. And another one incident the writer here prescribes about the attitude, about the person's attitude. On a certain occasion, he hailed an auto rickshaw. That means in a particular situation, the writer hailed. Hailed means here called. In a particular situation or in a particular occasion, the writer called an auto rickshaw and said city hospital. That means the writer, when he called the auto rickshaw, he said that he just wants to go to the city hospital. The automan during that situation, the automan did not look at him but simply downed the meter. The meter means in city autos they have their meters in the autos, and the customers give their money that the meter expose the amount. So during that machine is meter. So when the writer called an auto rickshaw, and during that time an auto man did not look at him but simply down the auto meter. Well, it is a clear indication that he was willing to take him to his destination. When the auto rickshaw person downed his meter, that clearly indicated that he will ready to, or he willing to take the person to his destination. But wouldn't it have been much better if he had said, "Yes sir, please get in sir," or simply said, "Come"? But most of the auto drivers or automen, they do not want to deal in that manner. Just they stop their auto and just download the meter, and they just wanted, or just they willing to carry or bring you to your destination. Otherwise they do not say yes sir, or please get in sir, or simply said coming. The least he could have done was to make a gesture with his face and hand. Just when the customers wants to their auto, just they make their gesture with his face or hand, and just they willing to bring you with your destination, or to your destination. He did mention the point to him, and to his good luck he agreed with him. When the writer suggested to that particular auto driver regarding to that reciprocation, agree for him, that means luckily for him, he agreed with his opinion. On another occasion, he called an auto rickshaw and said, "Central Market." In another situation or another circumstance, the writer just called an auto, and he wanted to go to the Central Market. He said, during the time the auto driver said that, "Sorry sir, it's time for me to hand over the auto." In cities, most of the auto drivers, they hired their autos and get some money, and they give the auto to their owners and collect some money from their earning. So by that time, that auto rickshaw man replied in a nice manner to the writer in this way, whether when the writer asked an auto or called an auto, during that time the auto rickshaw driver said to the writer, "Sorry to him, because it is the time for him to hand over the auto to his owner." And no saying, he hailed another auto and asked, "Guru, Central Market." Whether he was not able to take the writer to his destination, he called that auto driver called an auto rickshaw and said, "Guru, Central Market." That man agreed and he got in. This shows that we can say no is also in the most pleasant way. Second auto driver, just he did his work very fairly, very nicely. So the writer here quotes the statement like this. This shows that we can say no also in the most pleasant way. Pleasant means very happy way, very comfortable way. So it is the writer's experience while the writer wanted to go to his destination. First auto driver did not reply in the right manner, but the second auto driver behaved in the very right manner. And then the writer here just next para just wants to about the beggars. About the beggars, how we can be treated to them, how we should be treated to them. So regarding to that issue, the writer just wants to say some words regarding to the beggars begging. Even a very ordinary thing like giving alms. Alms means here money, clothes, food given away to the poor. That kind of kindness is called as alms. That kind of kindness is called as alms. Alms means here money or clothes or food given away to the poor people. That kind of courtesy is called as alms. So here in this paragraph, the writer wants to about the beggars and they are receiving the alms. Even a very ordinary thing like giving alms to a beggar can be done in a better way. Here, take this, we can say nicely and with some feeling. But what do most people do? Whether the beggars ask for their alms, we are reciprocating in a right manner. What do most people do? They refuse to look at the beggar. If he persists, they indicate that he should go ahead. When the beggars ask the alms by the rich people or the kind-hearted people, we are, or most of the people who are ready to give their alms to the beggars, they do not look at the beggar's face, they just persist, they indicate that he should go ahead. Some say, Munde hogappa, go further. Change, I have no change, go further. Munde hogappa. They replied in that manner, or some such thing. Some don't say anything but try to shun. Shun means keep clear of. Keep clear of. So, some don't say something but try to shun the beggar by their bodily language. And finally, when the giving becomes inevitable, it is very essential or it is very affordable to the giving alms to the beggar. During that time, they give grudgingly. That means not happy to give. Grudgingly means not happy to give. Whether they do not want to give the alms to the beggars, they grudgingly or they behaved in a very wrong manner. If we decide to give alms, should we not do so gracefully? If we want to give our alms, if we decided to or decides to give our alms, whether we have a nice way of saying maaf karo, or whether we should we do not do so gracefully. In Mumbai, they have a nice way of saying maaf karo. That means please excuse me. When the beggars ask the alms for them, during that time, the helping persons do not have their change or do not have the capacity of giving the alms. They ask something towards the beggar, please maaf karo, or please excuse me. It is a nice way of saying sorry, I am not able to give. While we are not able to give the alms to the beggars, we should be behave in the right manner. Sorry, maaf karo, or sorry, I am not able to give alms to you. So it is these are all the very reciprocating waves or very improving waves to improve our doing actions or saying words in front of the beggars. And then next paragraph, the writer wants to say about the public notices or public notice boards. We have a number of notices, instructions and orders like no parking, no smoking, no admission, visitors' cars not allowed, and so on and so forth. In public places, we are seeing these kind of instructions to the customers or to the passengers or to the peoples. Okay, when we see them in the public places like that, no smoking or no parking or no admission or visitors' cars not allowed, we are seeing these kind of notices or orders in the public places. Don't these terms sound rather tough, rather rough? Here the writer just wants to put another question to the readers, whether we see the notices of the public places like no smoking, no parking, like so. Don't these terms sound rather rough? True, people are trying to be brave because brevity means shortness. Brevity means shortness. Because of the shortness, the people trying to be brief, and so they quoted the instructions in a brief manner or in a brevity manner or brevity way. People are trying to be brief because brevity is a genuine need in such public notices. But we have seen that at least in the case of smoking, people have made some innovation. Innovation means here introduction of new things or ideas, that is innovation. Recent days we may see very improving notices in the public places that thank you for not smoking instead of no smoking. We are seeing these kind of improving public notices in the public places. So people have made some innovation. Nowadays they write thank you for not smoking. For the not smoking, it is the right way to say some feeling to the passengers or to the peoples. So it is a very right way. Nowadays they write thank you for not smoking. And then the writer just wants to say about another one thing. Can't we try to use better terms in other cases also? I am not suggesting that in every case we should say thank you. In any situation or in every case, we should say thank you for something. Thank you very much. You have been very, what we call that? You have been of great help, or I thank you from the bottom of my heart. These are all the very improving ways in which we say the thanks to the other people or needy people or helped people. We can think of innovative methods to make our orders, instructions and notices sound more polite, more polished. In South India, some restaurants are famous for the tasty fare they offer. In South India, the restaurant for very famous for their very tastiest food they offers. In that restaurants, naturally therefore they have big rush and it is a problem for the management. While the customers went into their restaurants and sit for a long way, that will be the problem to the restaurant management. During that time, in one such restaurant, he saw a board, don't sit here for a long time. Don't sit here for a long time. Symbolically or indirectly, the restaurant management just approaches to the customers not to sit in this hotel or restaurant for a long way. How odd, can they not say the same? Please make room for waiting customers. Okay, it is the very improving way than the don't sit here for a long time. So, please make room for waiting customers. In yet another place, I saw a notice which read, kindly make room for waiting friends. So, these are all the very improving notices or orders when they put in the public places. So, don't sit here for a long time. It is the very bad way than the please make room for waiting customers. Another one very improving way is to approach the customers that kindly make room for waiting friends. So, these are all the very improving reciprocations or orders according to the writer or according to anybody. It is our practice to be brief while sending telegrams. Before the mobile phones and telephones launched, the administration was introduced the thing which was helped to bring the issues or matters to one place to another place, that is telegram. When it is our practice to be brief while sending telegrams. Here again the reason is brevity. Again the reason is shortness. We want to save words in order to cut costs. According to your saying words, they may ask the cost. So, they just want to cut the cost by their brevity. So, we want to say words in order to cut costs. So, if someone wants to request his brother to receive him at the station, he might send a telegram somewhat like this. Whether a person wants to request his brother to receive him at the station, he might send a telegram somewhat like this: reaching Mumbai Thursday, Shatabdi, meet station. Indirectly, that person approached to his brother, please come to the Mumbai station. He will came there by the Shatabdi Express train. So now, just for the sake of one single word, the telegram has become totally devoid of any courtesy. What could be the additional cost of adding please, Mumbai station, Jan Shatabdi? Whether we approach in that way, it is the right manner than reaching Mumbai Thursday, Shatabdi meet station. Nowadays, the telegram has been relegated, that means exiled, dismissed from our society because of the mobile and internet and another mass medias. So nowadays the telegram has been relegated, that means exiled from our society or dismissed from our society of the background due to the coming of the telephone and internet. By these telephone and internet, we may transfer our message within a second from one place to another place. So this telegram system is exiled from our society now. But have we solved the issue of courtesy or good manner? Don't we see people ask, who is this? Instead of saying, may I know who is calling, please. When we or whether we call to somebody, that person receive the call, they say, who is this? Apart from the, may I know who is calling someone or calling, please. In a certain book of communication, he found a very interesting method of asking who is calling. If you call Mr. Patil in his office, his secretary will receive the call, and before connecting to Mr. Patil, she would want to know who the caller is so that she can inform the same to Mr. Patil. In very big offices or big authorities, they had their operating system for a telephone. So whether we call to them, just when we call to them, the call goes to the enquiry section. The enquiry person enquiry all the things and he connected to the needy person. We seen that opportunity in our big offices. What does the secretary say? She does not say, who is this, or even, may I know who is calling, please. She says, can I tell Mr. Patil who is calling, please? This idea is very wonderful. You want to talk to Mr. Patil. I do not wish to know who are you, but I must tell Mr. Patil who is calling him. Therefore, I am requesting you to tell me who are you. So when we call to them, they are behaving in this very right manner now. Consider how we respond when someone says thank you to us. Whether the person say thanks to us when we help to them, how we reply to them or how we react to them. In the olden days, people used to say, don't mention it. Later, people started using the phrase, it's all right. Nowadays, people say, you are welcome or simply welcome. So, when the person said thanks to us, we replied in this way that it is all right, or nowadays you are welcome or simply welcome. So these are also very improving reciprocations while we dealing with the other persons in our society. So the intention of the writer or intention of the lesson is here, we should opt these improving methods or improving sayings in our doing works or saying words. So this is about whatever we do. Remaining 2 paragraphs, I will finish this lesson in the next class. Shall we stop it here? Okay. Is there any queries or doubts regarding to this today's class? No. Okay, please take the homework questions. Look at the page number 77 and question number 1, which is in share your responses. How do you think doctors can improve their image with their language? And then 3rd one, if we decide to give alms to a beggar, how should we give it? And 3rd one question, that is the 4th, question number 4th in share your responses in page number 77. How would public notices need to be changed according to the author? So take these 3 questions as your homework, and you should write your answers for these 3 homework questions. Okay. Okay. Is there any query regarding to this class? No. So whether you dealing with the other persons in the society, you should deal in a right manner or very what we call that right manner or in a very acceptable manner. So it is the intention of the writer. Shall we stop it here? Okay. Thank you.